again, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe today. We're shooting at the amazing, beautiful Ole Sereni, and we are going to show you why Ole Sereni is so beautiful. Then we can do our story time. Come on, let's go. Again, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here at the amazing Ole Sereni. Like I said before, and today we're going to do story time. This is my first story time. I've never done this before, so guys, I hope you like my story. I'm gonna tell you how I was detained, captured, tortured, almost deported. This is all about traveling while black. Okay, let's talk. Well, when was this? I think the year was 2009. Yes. So in 2009, living in the States, having fun, and just feeling like I can conquer the world, I decided that I'm gonna go to Germany. I was gonna travel to Berlin, visit a friend. So I went online, looked at the visa requirements for Germany, and I realized that I need an invitation letter from my friend in order for me to get a visa. I was a permanent resident in the States at this time. So I went to New York at the German High Commission. I got me a visa, which was a really good process. Trust me, it was an easy process, easier than I expected. And my visa came in a few days. I had to go back and pick up my passport, and here I was excited, yay, going to Berlin first time. I had never been to Germany, guys. I had never been to Germany. Now, just me, just a young black girl, because at that time, I was young and everything. So just so excited, I was so excited. Woo. Yeah. So I packed my bags, showed up at the airport on D-Day. At the airport, I realized that when it was time, for you to go through the security check, I was pulled on the side for extra checking. Forget the padding, the normal padding of your hair and touching of your, no, this was a bit more serious. Like, they had to put me through, they screened me a lot, and I was like, wait, why is this happening to me? But it's okay, it happens to people. So maybe I was just randomly selected, and that's what it is. So I passed through the TSA, went in, got in the plane, sat on my seat, and guess what? Some guy just comes and sits next to me. And at that time, I felt the need to call my boyfriend. Yeah, I was dating at that time. So I felt the need to call my boyfriend and let him know that, hey, I'm already here. I made it. The plane is about to take off. So I'm just telling you that this is it. Goodbye. See you in a few weeks. I was going for 2.5 weeks. So So when I called him, this guy, I noticed he's really listening to my conversation. You can tell when somebody's listening to your conversation. Like, come on. Like, you would be talking on the phone and the next person sitting to you, the person sitting next to you minding their own business. You can tell they're listening if they're listening because, yeah, you can, we all know this. So the guy was really listening. And I could tell that he's listening to my conversation, and it bothered me a little bit, such that I had to even just turn so that I faced the window more, because I was facing the front like this and I was sitting on a window seat. He was sitting on the aisle seat. So after a few minutes, he sat there. Just before the doors were closed, dude gets up, walks out, leaves the plane. I was just like, it's not like the flight attendants came and said, hey, you're on the wrong flight, or, oh, we need you. No, he just walked out and left. And I'm thinking, was this person intentionally sitting next to me just to spy on me or something? I don't know if this is real or it's just in my head, but that happened. Guys, that happens, and that never happens to people. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. So, being the smartest that I am, I noticed that. And I was just like, that's weird, Anyway, fast forward, I get into Germany. I go through the immigration just fine. Oh, no. Let's back it up a whole lot. No, let's back it up. Oh my God. So I went into the Netherlands. Okay? That's where my connection was. I was connecting in the Netherlands. I had a whole 4 hours to kill there before I connect to Berlin. Whoa. So when I was going through security check in the Netherlands, okay, these guys pulled me out of the whole thing and put me in a little room, like literally put me in a room somewhere, small room, and started questioning me. And they started asking me questions like, where are you traveling alone? Just like, I don't have anybody else to travel with, Like, so then why are you going to Germany? I said, I'm visiting a friend and I need to tour Germany. I've never been, it's my first time. Oh, and whose friend is it? Which friend is it? How are you exactly friends? How do you know this person? When did you meet? Oh my God. It's a whole interrogation. And I started feeling like things are coming down so hard and it's not exactly polite. They're not polite. These white folks in Europe, these immigration guys were not even trying to be polite, okay? So I started feeling a certain type of way and I asked myself, am I really supposed to answer this question? And I realized I'm at these people's mercy because in the other room, I can hear them interrogating somebody with a very strong Indian accent. And I can see how this person is fighting for their transit. So I was like, you know what? I'm a minority here. This is not my country. I should just answer this damn question, see where it takes me. And that's what I did. So I told them, yes, it is a friend of mine. I met this friend at such and such a date. We know each other like this. And I have a letter. Here it is. And I have a visa. So what's the problem? So they told me, we're not going to let you go until your friend can confirm that they indeed invited you to go to Germany. And I'm just like, in my head, I was wondering, the German High Commission already confirmed this? Because I gave the German High Commission all the information, including the phone number of my inviter. Inviter. So then I was like, okay, so here's the phone number. You can call and confirm. So they started calling. And the more this person wasn't picking up the phone, the more they detained me. So I was literally detained pending whatever happens. Like, I didn't know which way it's gonna go. Like, if this person did not pick up the phone, I would have stayed there all freaking night or whatever. Or maybe they would have just sent me home. So they kept calling, and finally, when this person answered the phone, they asked, do you know so-and-so? Yes. How are you related? she's a friend, blah, 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 blah. When did you meet this person? So now they're trying to confirm everything I said. They're asking the same exact questions. How did you know? So my friend answered all these questions, and oh my God, they're still like thinking, this is a girl from Africa, living in the States, now going into Germany. I didn't have an American passport, guys. I had a Kenyan passport. Yeah. So it was really bad. So what happened was, after my friend confirmed this, they let me go. So I got on the next plane to Germany. When I reached Germany, there wasn't so much drama. I went through immigration just okay. Yeah. So coming back, guys, first of all, let me tell you something. I've had so many people talking about, oh, this happened to me when I was traveling. Oh, I was discriminated here. Oh, these things happen to many people. I realized even when I was in Germany, when I was in Berlin, that there was, there's other black people, yes, but there's also something. It's like when a black person sees you as another black person, they think they've met their cousin or whatever. So I don't know if that's some reverse kind of racism, because now you are attracting all sorts of strangers. At some point before I got out of the airport, it was just me and this black guy, and I just started thinking, this guy is following me around, because everywhere I go, I see this guy. I'm like, dude, you're the only other black person in this airport that I've seen, until I reached a point where I could see other black people. Like, oh yeah, there's more black people in this airport. So then when we were outside in the street, when I would walk outside, go to a restaurant, I would see that black people are gravitating towards me. Probably it's just a thing. But then also there was this thing about the whites, the way they treat you as a black person. You find like sometimes some of them, like, just shamelessly, this guy came to me at some point. I was in a restaurant and he said, oh my God, your body's like chocolate. I can just bite you. I feel like I can just eat you. I'm like, okay. I think he said that in good faith, but really, like, stay away from me. No. So I also noticed that some places, and there's not too many black people in that neighborhood. And so once you're there, it's like everybody knows there's a black person in that house. Because, you could tell that every time you're passing, somebody's looking at you out the window and this little weird things. But okay, I got used to it in like that. It's but here, because in America there's black people everywhere, So I had a good stay in Berlin. Berlin was beautiful. It was wonderful. And actually that time when I went, it was the soccer season. It was the World Cup season. There was so much action. There was this one time we went out and Ghana was playing. I don't know playing who, but it's the first time I saw so many black people on the street in Berlin. There was too many people from West Africa. Fanatics, soccer people were singing and dancing, and I remember just going in and blending in. I took so many pictures, and the Ghanaian flag was everywhere, and the police was just like really very nice and were not bothering anyone. So it was nice, because European people, they love soccer, so they like it. Yeah, and I'm glad, because I am sure Germany wasn't playing against Ghana that day, because then that would have been another story, I think. So fast forward, me coming back at the TSA in Germany. It was nice, it was easy. They just asked me, did you pack your own bags? Yes. Did you do that? Yes, I did that. It was not a problem. I came all the way, but when I arrived in Newark Airport in New Jersey, well, that's when it all started going haywire. So my bag was flagged. Let me think about that again. No. It wasn't Newark. It was Philly. Because my flight went to Philly, then I was to connect to Newark. But now when I arrived in Philly, they had us, even the connecting people, pick our bags up and then, go to baggage claim, get our bags, and then do the whole thing again. So when I was picking up my bag from baggage claim, wait, before that, when you're coming out here at the immigration passport control, that's where it started. So this guy asked me questions, and actually I was just shocked. He was like, where did you travel to? I said, Germany. And he said, why did you travel alone? I said, I don't have anyone to travel with. And he asked me, what job do you do? And I told him what work I do. And he asked me, where do I work? Like, which company do I work for? And I said, which company I work for? And he's like, so who were you visiting in Germany? You know, again, I started feeling, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. It was questions after questions. Like, you know, it's almost like you're thinking in your head, does he think I don't make enough money to travel? Or am I just too black? So it means I have to be broke? Or is it so weird that I'm a black girl traveling alone, going to Europe? So if I'm a black girl traveling alone, going to Africa, that's fine, you know? So this guy put a sticker on my passport, and that sticker was just, it followed me everywhere I went. When I went to, you know, after he stamped my passport, went that way, because he specifically told me, follow that line. I was pulled over. I was told, okay, there. Picked up my luggage, bring it. Oh my God. You guys, my luggage, all my luggage, like literally one piece of a big suitcase and one carry-on, opened. Everything removed one by one. These guys removed everything. And when I say everything, I mean even your toothbrush cover. They remove the brush and actually make sure they've separated the cover and the brush. They went through my makeup bag and opened everything, opened the powders, opened and they were smelling stuff and testing stuff, you know, just doing random crazy things. They opened my computer, told me to turn it on. They told me to, you know, they noticed I had 2 phones and asked me why I have 2 phones. Then I told them I just have 2 phones because I can. And they told me to turn both phones on. Then I started going through my call list and checking through my messages, the people I texted last. They went through my books, because when I traveled to Germany, I was in the middle of something, I was working on something, and I had a few names of these girls who I was working with. And so they were asking me, who are these people? Why do you have this list? What's this list for? They were literally opening that book page by page, looking at what I was writing. You know, like, this was like being treated like they had a tip, you're a freaking terrorist or something. It's like, God gracious, you know? My clothes, everything, they would pick it up and shake it. Everything. I'm talking about everything, including my panties. Nothing was left. Everything. Now, you talk to me about traveling while black. I'm telling you, it's almost like there are places black people can go with no problem. For example, if you're going to the Caribbean, fine. You can go to the Caribbean island. The islands are full of black people, right? If you're going to Puerto Rico, yeah, fine. You can go to Puerto Rico. You can go to Africa. That's where your people are from. But you're going to Europe. You're back from Europe. It's almost like I went to deal drugs and I'm back with like so much money. Of course, they asked me how much money I have on me, even though I had already done the declaration thing that I don't have any money on me. It was only like about $800. Okay? Wow. It was crazy. Let me take a sip of this. It's hard to talk about these things sometimes. So, they checked my carry-on inch by inch, all the pockets, everywhere, every corner. They almost took something and cut my carry-on because they thought it has a secret compartment. Have you ever been in a situation where that experience just, you know, I was thinking twice about like getting the American citizenship, but that experience right there just told me I need to buy my freedom, man. I cannot be going through this shit, you know? So I passed through that TSA. I mean, not TSA, that immigration thing, and on my way home, I broke down and cried. And the reason I actually cried is because I was feeling so violated. I felt like I was really violated, and I knew that it happened to me, but mostly because of my skin color. I swear until today, I know it was because of my skin color, you know? So when I see women talking about traveling, you're traveling while black and the things you go through, it hit home so hard because I know there is this silent racism that starts, it's just like, it's literally everywhere. We choose to ignore it by just being too happy, trying to enjoy our vacation, doing the most, so that you don't even give that thought or entertain that thought for 1 second, but it's always there. It's always there. And I've gone to many places. For example, I've gone to places like Dubai. I was 100% comfortable, happy. I didn't feel much, much of that feeling. But I've been to some really small towns in France. I've been to some really small towns in Germany. I've been to Freiburg. It's really small. I've been to a place called Titisee where I saw no black person. I was the only person in that entire town the whole time. I didn't see anybody else. Very small. You can literally see the stairs. The stairs are so yeah. So it is not easy. It is not easy, especially if you're the kind of person who pays attention to your surrounding. But the good news is, basically, it's up to you to create your own experience. For example, think about it. You put so much money and you put so much time in planning that perfect vacation. I think at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide who you're allowing to influence you when you're having this vacation. And that's the decision I made after that crazy experience, so that I never have to feel shitty again about other people having issues with my skin color. And that was my first terrific traveling while black story. Yeah. Oh, and I did get my American passport. Yeah. I don't go through lots of shitty stuff like that, but still happens, but not that bad. It has never happened like that. And I also believe that after that incident, my passport was probably flagged. So for a couple of years, I really minimized traveling with that passport. Then after that, I'm clear, I'm good. So guys, I hope you love this story. Leave your comments down below if you've been through such an experience. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. I'm gonna be doing more stories, and oh my god, y'all already know my channel is not specific. I do anything that makes me happy with this channel, and so there's gonna be stuff that is very encouraging, empowering, and also feel good stuff, and also my own life experiences like the one I just gave you, and mostly feel good stuff. Okay, so when you see me posting about my vacation, having fun, it's just to make you feel amazing and maybe to encourage you to stop working and no playing. You gotta go out there, play a little bit, have fun.